everybody, it's Gabby on Costco TV, and right now I am in the car with my dad. He's right sitting next to me.
Hey, what's up? Carlos Gil TV. Alright, so it is Super Sunday and we are at our favorite place, which is Cracker Barrel, about to have some breakfast, and I am with Gabby, my assistant.
We just got here in Cracker Barrel. Right, Daddy?
We did. We had to put our name on the list though.
Let's go do that right now. Gonna go do that. Ooh, that's a big Smarties, right, Daddy? Smarties, I love Smarties. Okay, let me go. It's so cute. Ooh, I think I found Scooby-Doo. Ooh, pretty nice. Oh, I'm Scooby-Doo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ow. Do not lick it, Scooby. Seriously, stop it.
Gabby, I am your father. Look what's here. Biscuit time.
Yes! So, we just left Cracker Barrel. What I had was... Tell them what I had.
You had scrambled eggs with bacon and several biscuits.
I know. What did you have?
I had Mama's French toast breakfast.
With some butter. Okay, let me put on my seatbelt.
What's going on, everyone? Carlos here, Carlos Gil TV. It is day 32 of 365. We are done with the first month of 2015. Can you believe that? And we are already in February, just 2 weeks away from Valentine's Day. So for all you brand marketers out there, I hope that you already have your strategy in place for Valentine's Day activation. But anyways, we'll get to that in a couple vlogs from now. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Patriots. It's the Seahawks. It's going to be a hell of a game. What I'm looking forward to the most this year, this Super Bowl Sunday, it's not the commercials. It's not the game itself. It's the social media activation. I think this should be renamed the Social Media Bowl. And what I mean by that is that this Super Bowl, out of all 48 others prior to today, the 49th, in my opinion, from my point of view, it's the most connected, most globally interactive Super Bowl of all time. You've got people all over the entire planet. They're gonna be talking about today's event on Twitter. So the last couple days, I've been watching and observing the dynamics of marketers asking other marketers within my network, should I be on Facebook or should I be on Twitter? Should I be on Pinterest during the Super Bowl? Here's my point of view. For one, you should be on Instagram. And that is a channel that not a lot of people give love to, but Instagram has as much social capital as a Twitter does today. In fact, last year, Instagram drew more new users and followers than Twitter did. So that is where you should be, and the nature of Instagram is very similar to a Twitter. However, instead of having tweets with text copy, it's the same thing. It's tweets in photos. And you've got hashtag streams, so no different than Twitter. Right now on Instagram, there are people that are talking about hashtag Super Bowl, hashtag SB49, and you've got brands that are inserting their brand's content into that feed. So what I always tell people is you need to be engaging where people are engaging, and you need to engage based on the demographics of who you're trying to appeal to. So Instagram is a much younger audience. It's very much millennial driven. I call it the Hallmark card of social media. If I were running social media for a brand today, I would want my content to be on Instagram's feed. And again, it's very similar to the nature of Facebook or Twitter. You have picture content, you hashtag that content, and then that content goes into a feed that's accessible by everyone out on Instagram. But what a lot of people are talking about is Facebook or Twitter. How do you really leverage those two mediums on a day where there's a lot of high visibility and high traffic on social? Here's my perspective on it. Put content on Facebook in between every quarter. So going into the second quarter, have new content that goes out. At halftime, have new content that goes out. Going into the third quarter, fourth quarter, have content that goes out so your content, your brand's page can stay relevant and engaging. But what you really want is you want people to comment on that content so that's seen by their friends and friends of friends. And what you really should be doing is having content that not necessarily is about your brand, but it's about what's happening, what's trending. Think about it. Social media content should be about people. It should be about the end user at the end of the day, and you should want to get that end user to engage with your brand, okay? It's not about you speaking to the consumer as it is to you putting content out there and pulling the consumer in and having the consumer engage on your brand's page. Now, something else that I'm really looking forward to seeing how brands manage this year during the Super Bowl is Twitter. There's gonna be a lot of conversation on Twitter during the game. Personally, I've already been engaging on Twitter well before the game. I was at breakfast today. I was sending some tweets out to friends. Hey, what's a good beer that you recommend? For the foodies out there, what are recipes that you recommend? And I had a few brands that reached out to me because they're listening. Others, on the other hand, aren't listening to what other people are saying, but they're being very much responsive to what's being said to their brand directly. And a few examples of that is Coke, Hooters. They tweeted to me before because I tweeted at them or I tagged them in a tweet. Anheuser-Busch / Budweiser. These brands, they get it. They've got command centers set up today. They are listening to what people are saying about their brand and they're engaging, which is just fabulous. That is what social media is all about. So before I sit down and I really enjoy the game, because we're about 45 minutes away from kickoff, is for all you marketers out there watching this, real-time marketing done right isn't so much about the graphical content that you put out there as it is about this. It's all about dialogue. It's all about being relevant, being in the moment, and being in the know to what people are saying out there in the social media sphere. So whether they're talking to your brand directly or they're talking about a topic, in this case being the Super Bowl, what you want to do is you want to insert yourself in that conversation. You want to be culturally relevant and you want to be relevant in the moment. So that's talking about plays. It's talking about Tom Brady scoring a touchdown, Russell Wilson scoring an amazing touchdown. It's talking about the outcome of the game. And it's connecting your brand with what's happening in the moment. Try doing that with events like today and the Grammys and the Oscars and the Emmys and all these events that happen throughout the year. And what you're gonna see is that now people are gonna start looking at your brand for content and for engagement. And what that amounts to in terms of social media ROI is increased brand awareness, increased earned media impressions, and dollars and cents. All right, so in terms of brands that are crushing it right now, my buddy Anthony DeNardis on Facebook, he just posted this from Twitter. This is Gatorade's feed, heading to the sidelines to help athletes reach the end zone. Pretty cool. And this is the stuff I like. I like going through people's feeds on Super Bowl Sunday. They're all talking about football. You've got McDonald's. Follow us during each commercial break. Again, I just said that. But with regards to in between quarters, I think I'm going to give this a favorite and a retweet. You got Coca-Cola, a personalized tweet to Anthony. This is how you win championships. Championships are not limited to only on the field on Super Bowl Sunday. It's every single day. It's in the boardroom, it's in the cubicle, it's in the office, it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's on Snapchat. That is real talk. All right, so I'm going to sign off now. By the time you watch this video, we would have known who won the Super Bowl. Fingers crossed, that's the Seahawks. However, I think in this game, experience is going to go ahead and overcome youth. If I had to put my money in a team, I'd go ahead and go with the Patriots. Although I do love the Seahawks and Russell Wilson. He's a super humble dude, so I'm hoping that they repeat. But with that, friends, fist bumps, bam, peace out, and I will see you tomorrow with another vlog right here on Carlos Gil TV. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel.